Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video we're gonna go ahead and break down the new best settings to use here in season 2 of Call of Duty Vanguard. If you guys are trying to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill, these settings are gonna be perfect for you. Now, with that being said, the like goal on this video has to be 500 likes. If we can get 500 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely incredible. Now, let me know down in the comment section right now, what is your current sensitivity setting you guys are running here in Vanguard? I can guarantee you my settings are going to be unique and tailored to players who are trying to improve their aim, accuracy, and gun skill, especially at longer ranges, and that's where I feel like a lot of players are going to be falling short. Let's go ahead and break down these settings. As you guys can see here, I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC. Now, these settings are going to work no matter if you guys are playing with an Xbox Elite, a Scuff, a Battle Beaver, or a default controller, no matter what console you guys are playing on. It does not matter. It's going to work for everything. Now, as you guys can also see, I run a very low sensitivity for Call of Duty. I run a 3 horizontal as well as a 3 vertical. I am a fine and firm believer that you do not need to run a high sensitivity when playing a boots on the ground Call of Duty like Vanguard. You can turn on players, and you're also going to be accurate running a 3 sensitivity, and that's why I run it. I've been running this 3 sensitivity since Modern Warfare, and it's worked out flawlessly, and honestly in Vanguard it works out the best. Now, what I've also actually done to kind of fine-tune my accuracy even more is you guys go over to the custom. I've actually dropped all these to 0.7. This is actually going to be 1 by default. The reason I go ahead and drop this down is because I want to have as little stick play in my right thumbstick as possible. This is going to allow me to be more accurate at longer ranges, and that's where I feel like a lot of players are falling short. You do not need to run a 10 sensitivity on this game. You don't need to run something crazy like that. Drop it down, drop this to a 0.7, and I can guarantee you're going to find yourself being a lot accurate at longer ranges, that's what's going to matter. And you're going to be, winning more gunfights and getting on longer kill streaks. That's going to be awesome. And that's what these settings are geared to help players do. Just win more gunfights and stay alive and get those streaks. So definitely go ahead and adjust your sensitivity accordingly to a 3. Also bump this down to a 0.7. Now, what I've also went ahead and done is I actually play on the tactical button layout. A lot of people like to play on the default. Tactical is going to be the best no matter what controller you guys have. It's going to allow you to remap your crouch and prone button with melee, allowing you to prone by pressing down on the right thumbstick, so you can get in and out of cover a lot easier and also perform a drop shot a lot easier, which is going to now, number one, going to allow you to win more gunfights, but also you're going to be able to get in and out of cover and stay alive a lot longer, which is going to be super helpful. Definitely go ahead and play in the tactical button layout. I've been playing on tactical since World War II years ago, and honestly, I can't see myself going back to the standard. Now, what I've also done, if you guys can see here, I have vibration turned off. I don't like playing with vibration on. It personally kind of messes me up. This is a setting you guys are either going to turn off and never turn back on, or turn it off, realize it doesn't really affect you that much. You like the vibration, turn it on. It doesn't really matter, but for me personally, I don't like playing with vibration. I actually went ahead and removed the rumbles out of my controller so it's a little bit lighter. So that's something that I've already done. Now, again, pretty much everything else is going to be pretty much default. I don't mess with any of my orientations. I don't mess with any of my dead zone settings. I don't go ahead and mess with any of, my ADS sensitivities. I went ahead, or I should say the ADS kind of aim assist settings. I keep that all on default just in case those differ from Call of Duty to Call of Duty, because they can. But in all reality, these settings are going to work perfect for any scenario. If you guys are playing on focusing, it's going to work even better. But personally, I like to play on default. You guys can run whatever you guys want, but these settings are going to work no matter what, aim down sight sensitivity you guys have as far as the aim assist settings go. Now, we go over to the audio settings. This is where things is going to get a little bit interesting here. Now, what I've done is actually have, my master volume cranked up to 100. I play with Astro Elite A40 headsets, so I definitely want to have my master volume turned up. Now, I also have the music volume turned down because I do not want to get, my footstep noise drowned out by audio from, music playing. So definitely go ahead and have that at 50% or lower. I like the music on this game, but not too much that I wanted to kind of, drown out footsteps. So I have this reduced. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same. Now, what you guys can see here is I have the hit marker sound effect. I have this set to Vanguard. This doesn't really matter. But for your audio mix, you want to go ahead and have this as home theater. This is going to be the best option if you guys are playing with a high-end headset, or any headset for that matter, allow you to hear footsteps a lot easier. Now, unfortunately, there is no super crunch or high boost setting on this game, so having that home theater option is going to be the next best option, and I recommend you guys going ahead and, selecting that for your audio settings. Now, for the graphic settings, you guys can see here, these are going to be pretty much depending on what type of monitor you guys have. I have an Asus TUF gaming monitor for 144 Hz, which is going to be amazing for first-person shooters. If you guys have not upgraded to a monitor, I highly recommend you guys going ahead and doing so. I upgraded to a monitor last year for Cold War, and it made a huge difference. So definitely go ahead and do so if it's in your budget. Asus TUF is going to be perfect for you, and it's what I run, and I stand behind that. Not a sponsored video or part of the video for that. Now, for the quality settings, you guys can go ahead and see here. Pretty much all this is going to be, depending on what you have for your PC. And for the gameplay, I run on a 120 FOV, and I also have on the affected ADS view. Now, affected is going to be perfect if you guys are playing on a 120 field of view, or at least a 100. It's going to go ahead and kind of match your iron sight or your red dot, whatever you guys are running, to your field of view, making it feel like your weapons have less visual recoil. And that's what's going to make players look like they have no recoil or some type of cheat going on. It's not a cheat. It's literally 120 with the affected ADS field of view, kind of mirroring your ADS FOV, so it makes it feel like your weapon has less visual recoil, and overall kind of makes the game a little bit easier. So definitely go ahead and check out that 120 FOV with the affected. Now, what I do actually have turned off is the world motion blur and the weapon motion blur. Definitely go ahead and turn this off. It's going to make your game feel a little bit grainy, hazy, and nobody wants their game to look worse than it already does. So definitely go ahead and turn these off. It's going to be, your best option to do so, allowing you to kind of see people a lot easier, and also when gunfights at close range, when there's a lot of things going on your screen, because it is a World War II game, the color palettes are going to be kind of browns, greens. You don't want to have your game, getting worse looking because of a world motion or weapon motion blur. Have to go ahead and have that disabled. These overall are going to be the absolute best settings to run here in Vanguard if you guys are trying to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill. There's one thing I can take away from this video is drop your sensitivity. Run a 3.3 with a 0.7 low and high zoom. You're gonna find yourself winning a lot more gunfights at longer ranges, and overall becoming a better player. If this video did go ahead and help you guys out, make sure you guys drop a like in the video. The like goal in this video is gonna be 500 likes. Subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.